Welcome to Cigar, Coffee, Psalms and Proverbs, episode 19. Got my Holy Bible, got my Castella cigars, got my coffee, got the geese on the river, got the sunshine. It is Sunday, so if you're not having time to go to church, do this instead, wherever you are. 20 minutes. Psalms and Proverbs readings. Cigar a day keeps the doctor away. Psalm a day keeps the devil at bay. Psalm 91. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. That wind came out of nowhere. I will say to Yahweh, He is my refuge and my fortress, my Elohim in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say, Yahweh is my refuge, and you make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you. I hope you can hear me okay over the wind. Sometimes it disturbs the microphone on the phone a bit. No disaster will come near your tent, for He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because He loves me, says Yahweh, I will rescue Him, I will protect Him, for He acknowledges my name. He will call on me, and I will answer Him. I will be with Him in trouble. I will deliver Him and honor Him. With long life I will satisfy Him and show Him my salvation. Psalm 92. A psalm, a song, for the Sabbath day. It is the Sabbath day. If you count Sunday as the Sabbath day, the seventh day, some people choose to do it on Saturday. It is good to praise Yahweh and make music to your name, O Most High, proclaiming your love in the morning and your faithfulness at night, to the music of the 10-stringed lyre and the melody of the harp. For you make me glad by your deeds, Yahweh. I sing for joy at what your hands have done. How great are your works, Yahweh! How profound your thoughts! Senseless people do not know. Fools do not understand that though the wicked spring up like grass, and all evildoers flourish, they will be destroyed forever. But you, Yahweh, are forever exalted. For surely your enemies, Yahweh, surely your enemies will perish. All evildoers will be scattered. And you have exalted my horn like that of a wild ox. Fine oils have been poured on me. My eyes have seen the defeat of my adversaries. My ears have heard the rout of my wicked foes. The righteous will flourish like a palm tree. They will grow like a cedar of Lebanon, planted in the house of Yahweh. They will flourish in the courts of our Elohim. They will still bear fruit in old age. They will stay fresh and green, proclaiming, Yahweh is upright, he is my rock, and there is no wickedness in him. Psalm 30, Psalm 93. Wait a minute. Now that is unusual. Oh, okay. I completely lost where Psalm 93 was. I could see 92 and 94, and the other one in the middle just vanished. But I've located it. Psalm 93. Yahweh reigns. He is robed in majesty. Yahweh is robed in majesty and armed with strength. Indeed, the world is established firm and secure. Your throne was established long ago. You are from all eternity. The seas have lifted up, Yahweh. The seas have lifted up their voice. The seas have lifted up their pounding waves, mightier than the thunder of the great waters, mightier than the breakers of the sea. Yahweh on high is mighty. Your statutes, Yahweh, stand firm. Holiness adorns your house for endless days. There's only 5 verses. Now, Psalm 94. Yahweh is Elohim who avenges. O Elohim who avenges, shine forth. Rise up, judge of the earth. Pay back to the proud what they deserve. How long, Yahweh, will the wicked? How long will the wicked be jubilant? They pour out arrogant words. All the evildoers are full of boasting. They crush your people, Yahweh. They oppress your inheritance. They slay the widow and the foreigner. They murder the fatherless. This wind is mental on such a clear sunny blue day. They say Yahweh does not see. The Elohim of Jacob takes no notice. Take notice, you senseless ones among the people, you fools, when will you become wise? Does he who fashioned the ear not hear? Does he who formed the eye not see? Does he who disciplines nations not punish? Does he who teaches mankind lack knowledge? Yahweh knows all human plans. He knows that they are futile. Blessed is the one you discipline, Yahweh, the one you teach from your law. You grant them relief from days of trouble, till a pit is dug for the wicked. For Yahweh will not reject his people. He will never forsake his inheritance. Judgment will again be founded on righteousness, and all the upright in heart will follow it. Who will rise up for me against the wicked? Who will take a stand for me against evildoers? Unless Yahweh had given me help, I would soon have dwelt in the silence of death. When I said my foot is slipping, your unfailing love, Yahweh, supported me. When anxiety was great within me, your consolation brought me joy. Can a corrupt throne be allied with you, a throne that brings on misery by its decrees? The wicked band together against the righteous, and condemn the innocent to death. But Yahweh has become my fortress, and my Elohim the rock, in whom I take refuge. He will repay them for their sins, and destroy them for their wickedness. Yahweh our Elohim will destroy them. Blasting through it today. Psalm 95. Come, let us sing for joy to Yahweh. Let us shout aloud to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before him with thanksgiving and extol him with music and song. For Yahweh is the great Elohim, the great King above all gods. In his hand are the depths of the earth, and the mountain peaks belong to him. The sea is his, for he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. Come, let us bow down in worship. Let us kneel before Yahweh our Maker. For he is our Elohim, and we are the people of his pasture, the flock under his care. Today, if only you would hear his voice, do not harden your hearts as you did at Meribah, as you did that day at Meribah in the wilderness, where your ancestors tested me. They tried me, though they had seen what I did. For 40 years I was angry with that generation. I said, they are a people whose hearts go astray, and they have not known my ways. So I declared an oath. I declared on oath in my anger. I think that might be a typo. If you've got a Bible, have a look at Psalm 95, verse 11, the last verse of Psalm 95. I'm going to read it how it is. So I declared on oath in my anger, they shall never enter my rest. On oath. It should probably say an oath, but it's got an O instead of an A. So I declared an oath in my anger, they shall never enter my rest. That's unusual. Anyhow, absolutely rocketed through those 5 Psalms. Now I'm going to read one proverb, because if you read 5 Psalms and 1 proverb every day, there's a pretty much perfect number of Psalms compared to Proverbs, and the ratio is 5 to 1. 150 Psalms, 31 Proverbs, so if you read 5 Psalms and 1 proverb a day, after 30 days, ideally a month, you get through both books equally, and I find they go very well together. Hello, swans. No, I did mention it in the woods, but I should order a stand, so I could have the camera actually at eye level with the water in the background. Now that is a nice view, and that's a thumbnail and a half. Anyway, back against the plant pot. Coffee a day keeps the tiredness away. Stops you from being a sluggard. I want to see if it's actually in the dictionary, or if it's just a biblical term for lazy twit. That's amazing. Right. Proverb 19. Better the poor whose way of life is blameless than a fool whose lips are perverse. Desire without knowledge is not good. How much more will nasty feet miss the way? A person's own folly leads to their ruin, yet their heart rages against Yahweh. Wealth attracts many friends, but even the closest friend of the poor person deserts them. A false witness will not go unpunished, and whoever pours out lies will not go free. Many curry favor with a ruler, and everyone is the friend of one who gives gifts. The poor are shunned by all their relatives. How much more do their friends avoid them? Though the poor pursue them with pleading, they are nowhere to be found. The one who gets wisdom loves life. The one who cherishes inner standing will soon prosper. A false witness will not go unpunished, and whoever pours out lies will perish. It is not fitting for a fool to live in luxury. How much worse for a slave to rule over princes? A person's wisdom yields patience. It is to one's glory to overlook an offense. A king's rage is like the roar of a lion, like Aslan himself. But his favor is like dew on the grass. A foolish child is a father's ruin, and a quarrelsome wife is like the constant dripping of a leaky roof. Houses and wealth are inherited from parents, but a prudent wife is from Yahweh. Laziness brings on deep sleep, and the shiftless go hungry. Whoever keeps commandments keeps their life, but whoever shows contempt for their ways will die. Whoever is kind to Yahweh, whoever is kind to the poor lends to Yahweh, and he will reward them for what they have done. In practical terms, give to the homeless. Put yourself in their shoes and just be selfless without expecting anything in return, because your offering isn't going to the homeless, it isn't going to a drug addict, the offering is going to God. Don't judge people, just help completely selflessly. Don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. Anyway, back out of the Gospels, back into the Proverbs. Again, this is good. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to Yahweh himself, and he will reward them for what they have done. Discipline your children, for in that there is hope. Do not be a willing party to their death. A hot-tempered person must pay the penalty. Rescue them, and you will have to do it again. Listen to advice and accept discipline, and at the end you will be counted among the wise. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is Yahweh's purpose that prevails. What a person desires is unfailing love. Better to be poor than a liar. The fear of Yahweh leads to life. Then one rests content, untouched by trouble. It's windy as heck. I'm not sure what the audio is like. I'm just going to bring you close to finish off. The fear of Yahweh leads to life. Then one rests content, untouched by trouble. A sluggard buries his hand in the dish. He will not even bring it back to his mouth. Flog a mocker, and the simple will learn prudence. Rebuke the discerning, and they will gain knowledge. Whoever robs their father... The page is going everywhere. Whoever robs their father and drives out their mother is a child who brings shame and disgrace. Stop listening to instruction, my son, and you will stray from the words of knowledge. A corrupt witness mocks at justice, and the mouth of the wicked gulps down evil. Penalties are prepared for mockers, and beatings for the back of fools. Thank you for tuning in to today's video. My goal was to keep it under 20 minutes because I looked and the most views I've had is on a video that was 19 minutes, not 20 plus. It was also when I was sat in this place in the sun with a hat with the river. So I'm going to see if this gets more than a couple dozen views for once. Proverb of the day keeps the stupidity away. Seek God, spend time in nature, seek wisdom and inner standing. And if I had one piece of advice for you, it would be to not be a lazy sluggard. Also find yourself a river and jump in it. Highly recommend them.